You're live.
Huzzah! Hi
Nice.
there.
Hello.
Whoa.
You also have that we are live playing Legacy of the High Seas, but that's okay. How's everybody?
Awake!
Awake.
Barely.
Alive.
You're welcome.
Well, um, this is Hogwarts The Next Generation, Session 11. We have a lot of fun things in store for these guys today, so let's start off introducing D&D Play 20, and I'll pass it off to Alonso.
Okay, so double Alonso. Well, hello, I'm Raz, and welcome to another exciting, magical school day with our headmaster in Hogwarts. Here at D&D Play 20, we are, for the most part, sane, happy-go-lucky people. The others are like weirdos, but in a good way. We have a great community. We stream quite a few games aside from Hogwarts. Check it out. Like, we have a Discord, we have Twitch, we are just all over it. And it seems that we have some technical issues. Like, moving Twitch on it. There we go.
We're good.
We're back. I was just like advertising Twitch and it just crashes.
Yeah, that's just Twitch.
Yeah.
Well, perfect.
All right,
Thank
so-
you.
Yes, so I think that's a good intro to D&D Play 20, unless I missed any other things there.
Yeah, our lovely tech guy can put Discord and all that fun stuff information into our chat.
Yeah. Our lovely tech guy can take care of
Yeah.
the...
And then he can have his morning coffee because he just woke up.
Yes. He can reward himself with some coffee.
Same.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Well, excellent. Let's start us off with our recap by one Gideon.
Oh boy. Okay.
Woo!
Okay. Session 10. Well, the yearly Hogs flu hit the school, and our students found themselves surrounded by sick people. Gideon and Emelia, luckily, were doing okay, and Maddie looked sick but felt okay. Ava and Alonso, though, were stuck in bed, but had a few people stop by to cheer them up. Once they were out of bed and checking in on their fellow students, their house heads found them and put them to work. Professor Kowalski handed Gideon a list of items to procure for a potion he was going to brew. It was called the Pepper Up Potion, and it should get the students feeling better, but he needed to brew a large, fresh batch. So she grabbed the list, Andy the Otter, and headed to find Neville, with Mr. Eleganto following, to make sure she didn't screw up. Amelia had a different task. Professor Flitwick asked her to do two things at the same time. First was to hit up the other houses and record the number of students affected, all while using a magical tuning fork to find the source of the hog's flu. So she was taught a new spell and put a charm over top of her so that anyone looking at her would think she was him. I don't know why. She was also handed a note on how to get into the other house's dorm rooms. Yeah. Maddie was greeted by Professor Bones and was sent along with Allison to grab Aberforth and hit up the Hogshead Inn for some gilly water. This turned into a lot of fun exploring and running around the school. Gideon got to meet some magical bees, pluck some echinacea
Yep.
blossoms,
Yep.
see some andrakes, and smell a corpse flower, and pet a unicorn. Amelia got to see the dorm rooms of all the other houses, write a lot of notes, and found the source of the flu. She didn't pet the unicorn, but was at least able to look at it. Maddie got to see a dirty, dusty inn, carry some alcohol, and try to clean said dirty, dusty inn. Alonso was told a lot about Quidditch while laying in bed. Ava was also told a lot about Quidditch, even though she didn't care about it, and also was turned into a piglet after the hog's flu took her over. Maddie and Gideon caught up with each other at the potions class so that Professor Kowalski could start, and then headed to find Professor Trelawney for some crushed moonstone. They bumped into Amelia along the way and brought her along. This was where the tides turned. They found Trelawney in some sort of trance with 8 crystal balls around her in a circle. Not knowing what to do, they poked her with an... I was going to say poked her with a stick. Poked her with an Accio spell. Gideon and Maddie were then dragged into the circle and sat down. All three held each other's hands. The lights went out, and Trelawney spoke a long riddle of sorts. After this, the lights went back to normal, and they all had no memory of what just happened. Trelawney just shrugged and said that happens all the time and not to worry about it. They grabbed a moonstone and left. Amelia, on the other hand, saw and heard everything and told the other two. The rest of the day was a little odd for them. Gideon and Maddie had odd feelings back and forth and couldn't figure out what just happened, but staying near each other helped. They then watched Aberforth yell at a picture of Snape to get some tears out of Fawkes for the potion, and then helped brew and administer said potion. Mr. Eleganto grabbed the first vial off Gideon and went and gave it directly to Alonso. Ava was finally free of being a pig and stayed in bed and read. The rest of the weekend came and went, but our students mainly just rested and went over their first week's events. Some letters were sent home and a few letters were sent back, and next session, after they hand in their homework, we move closer to Halloween. The end.
Perfect. Thank you.
Give me my inspiration.
Take inspiration.
Yay!
Whether or not you're going to need it, we shall
God.
see.
With how I roll, probably.
Probably.
No.
So that almost finishes our first week of school. That was Saturday. We today are moving on Sunday. We're going to do a quick thing on Sunday, move into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday quite quickly, and then we are doing about a 6-week skip eventually today. So, you guys roll me initiative to see who starts, please.
Oh boy.
I know.
Oh boy.
13 for Maddie.
Okay.
Oh. Oh my.
Oh
Natural
my.
20.
Wow.
So 19.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have -1 to initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a negative dex. That's why I keep falling up and down the stairs.
Yep.
Oh.
This was a choice and I stick with it, okay? I will fall up every staircase.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm
Got a
built for
20.
strength, not dex, okay? That's why I'm going to be a beater.
Well, we start off with Alonso. Alonso, Sunday morning comes. You wake up in your lovely dorm room feeling a lot better than you did the night before. I'll move us over to the male Slytherin dormitory.
Yeah, a
Sorry, I
cat
thought-
fed you a
after the
potion
re-
and now you feel better. Play
Yeah.
After the recap, I thought I'd just be playing against Mr. Eleganto today. Alonso's just going to sit in the background.
Yeah, Mr. Eleganto pretty much shoved a potion into your mouth for you to get you feeling better.
Oh, he looks after his pets quite well, Mr. Eleganto.
He does. Yep.
Hmm.
So yeah, Sunday morning comes. What would you like to do for the day? It is a free day.
That's a very good question.
Your first free day.
First free day.
Mm-hmm.
I think Alonso. He's still thinking about the talk he had with the Slytherin captain that came to see him.
Yep.
He's still going over like all those things they told him about, like Quidditch, like the teams, like who's on it. Right now, I think he would just be making notes on what position he would like to play. I
Gotcha.
think he's more aligned to play. I think his father was a chaser. Am I getting that wrong?
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So he's kind of debating whether he should be like, he felt asked for his father or become like a keeper, or, you know, probably followed his father's footsteps, to be honest. Yeah. And then I think he would then
He was a chaser, yes.
see what everyone else has been at, like especially Gideon. Like Gideon has been always up to something, so he probably wants to see if Gideon's up to something now. But not before he takes care of Mr. Eleganto's needs, which is why Mr. Eleganto fed him the potion, so his human could look after him. So he will groom him, and he will make sure his bow tie is nice and pristine, and then he'll go see Gideon,
Perfect.
if Gideon's alive.
All right. And remind those who don't know who your father is.
Who is my father? That's a Zabini guy.
Blaze.
Yes. Blaze Zabini is Alonso's dear papa. You make him so proud.
And yes, he was a
Okay.
chaser. I looked it up.
Hey,
Perfect. So yeah,
I knew.
by all means, you eventually find Gideon.
Yeah, Gideon is rushing out of the dorm when you spot her. And she doesn't look like she slept very well. Because Gideon had a nightmare Saturday night and did not sleep well. And immediately, as soon as she wakes up, which was probably earlier than normal, because Gideon usually sleeps in, but that morning woke up from that nightmare, and immediately got ready and took off running for the Great Hall lunchroom. What is it called? I don't know.
Great Hall.
The Great Hall.
Great
It's a
Hall.
great hall.
I have no thoughts today. Took off running for
The
the
room
Great
where
Hall.
you eat.
With this kind of like pit feeling in her stomach.
Yeah.
So you probably see her running out of running out of the room, tripping over the door frame, running out of the room.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Gideon. She's just gone. He's like,
Great Hall.
it just sighs and like follows.
Yeah, I'm headed to the Great Hall, to see if Maddie's awake yet.
Maddie, what are you doing on a Sunday morning?
Yeah, Maddie, what are you up to?
I think Maddie's had a similar experience. She didn't sleep. She didn't have a nightmare, but she didn't sleep well. She slept very fitfully, and she woke up with like a pit in her stomach too. And so she probably headed to the Great Hall too. So she's there. And she's just playing with her food. She's not really eating.
Perfect.
Yeah, I think Gideon just runs over to the table and sits down next to Maddie, even though it's not Gideon's table.
Oh,
Maddie's face lights up and she gives you a hug.
And I think we both kind of feel better after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think Gideon eats too much. I think they just kind of eat off Maddie's plate without asking. Like every couple bites.
Maddie's eating fine now. She feels she's good.
Perfect. Yeah, by all means, RP that out.
I just did. I'm eating off her plate.
Okay, that's it. Okay.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, Maddie.
No, nothing else. Okay.
I don't think they're talking. I mean, I don't think Gideon's talking very much this morning.
All right.
She seems a little
I think
in
a lot-
her head.
Yeah.
Lonzo's just confused. So what do you say? He just gives him a hug and then just say nothing. He just eats off her plate. He's like, what? I think he just goes to his table. He's like, no, I'm not following Gideon there.
At
and he
some
goes,
point, I
think
recognized that Alonso followed me, and I just like, oh. That's it. I just wave at him.
He kind of gives her like a questioning look, but it just shrugs and then goes to see Scorpius, the cool kids table.
Perfect. Okay. What's Amelia doing today?
I don't know, because I'm just also waking up. She'll probably get dressed, and then is Winston with her, or is he at the Owlery?
Pets are allowed to sleep with you overnight. They pretty much, whenever you're in your dorm, they're pretty much there with you.
Okay.
Unless you wanted him to stay at the Owlery, that's up to you.
Nah, she'll keep him with her.
Uh-huh.
She'll give him treats and brush him. Whatever you do to help an owl clean their feathers.
Most
I
of them
don't
can
know.
do it themselves. You'd probably still be able to like brush him down with like soapy water and all that stuff if he got himself all dirty. But if you want to give me an animal handling, by all means.
Yeah, we can try.
Or a persuasion to see
Which
if
one's better?
you feel
No,
like you
animal
do it.
handling's better.
That's what I thought.
That is an 11.
It's early. He's probably more of a, I can do this. Like, fine.
Yeah.
Stop. Like,
I'm too small to do anything about it.
And then she'll send him on his way.
Okay.
And she'll take her little satchel with her homework stuff in it and then like go over her astronomy stuff at breakfast.
Okay. How much time do you think you have put into the book that I sent you?
She has probably read it at least twice.
Yeah, it's not a long diary.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have it pulled up on another tab, so. But yeah,
more
that is also in her satchel.
Okay. Any thoughts on that with anything?
Not
Or
yet.
is it more
just
back
because I
burner?
have to reread it
Yep.
now that I'm a little bit more coherent.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, eventually you guys all meet up. You guys have your breakfast. There is no class today. There are a new sign-up lists for your extracurricular activities that has been posted. Who is running them? The dates and times are not set, but it does look like all your extracurriculars will be starting next week. So during our 6-week time skip, you will have time to do some of them. And I will post you guys your new list here, wherever I put it. I will stick it in Discord for you. It has a list of all the people who's doing it and what years you can... Oops, I have to do this half first because Discord doesn't like a lot of stuff. So, first years can do Wizard's Chess, Gobstone Club, an orchestra if you would like. All three of them are with Professor Phileas Flitwick. You have magical and non-magical arts and crafts with Professor Susan Bones. Spellcasting Club with Professor Susan Bones. Potion Making Club with your Professor Jacob Kowalski III. Enchanted Gardening Club with Neville. And you also have a Wizarding Journalism with your head librarian. Those are what anyone, but mostly the first years, can do. Second year students can do Spellbook Reading with Professor Aberforth. Mystical Drama Club with Professor Aurora Sinistra. Third years get Magical Creatures Club. Fourth years get a Dueling Club with the Headmaster. Invisible Ink and Secret Codes Club with Professor Dumbledore. Fifth years get Apparition and Disapparition training with a lot of different teachers. And a wand making workshop with also multiple teachers. Sixth, seventh years can do whatever they feel like. But that is your list of extracurriculars currently at this time.
Ruby.
So, you guys will have a week to figure out what you want to do and start signing up. The sign-up list is pretty much now, and the club will start at the end of the, beginning of next week. Any thoughts? This would have been posted in your dorm when you woke up, as a heads up.
They're not scheduled when yet, though?
They're not scheduled until they know how many people are going to be signed up. Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep.
How many can you sign up for?
As many as you think you can have time for. Yep. Most of these are going to be like 2 hours long. Just because most students at your age can really only focus for an hour.
Well, there's Ava.
Depending on the students, yes. So that is your options. We'll start with Alonso. What's your Sunday look like? What do you want to do for the day?
So wait, we can express interest in the clubs like now?
Yes. Absolutely.
All right, I think if he saw that, he would be thinking to himself that a potion club looks good, and a spellcasting club as well. Might be something he might look into. So I think he would probably go and express interest in those and see if he can get on the list. And then he might see what everyone else is up to, and he might then go to the room of requirements to do some practice some more potion making in private.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty standard. Just
Yep.
Alonso doing Alonso.
Alonso doing Alonso things. Gideon, any thoughts?
Uh-huh.
What's your entire Sunday gonna look like for you?
Whatever's Maddie's doing. Oh, actually Sunday? Yeah. Normally Gideon would go bother Hooch for extra flying lessons because you said we could do that on Sundays.
Sure did.
But Gideon's not feeling that well today.
Okay.
So they're probably not going to do that and just take like a rest day. I do think at some point, whenever randomly they're in their dorm, they do sign up for the journalism club, though.
Okay.
They do put their name on that.
Okay.
Otherwise, whatever Maddie's doing.
Yeah, I'll let you guys figure out what you want just in our Discord. Just type out exactly what you guys specifically want, and I'll go from there.
For the clubs?
Yeah, just so I can make up times and see if I can figure out when you guys can go, because if...
journalism, but not on Sundays, because that's when we have Quidditch.
Yeah,
that's what I write on the paper. I write that out.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Amelia, what's your Sunday? Anything specific?
Sorry. So sorry.
That's okay.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I do send a letter that night.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be getting your
Amelia
letter a little later than the other guys.
She is gonna go look for Sir Nicholas.
Okay. Where are you going to look? You haven't really seen the ghosts around. You've probably heard a lot of the older students talk that for some reason they're keeping to themselves or their houses. They haven't been at dinner. They haven't been seen wandering around. And two of them haven't been seen at all. You would know he hangs around the Gryffindors. Which, oddly enough, you know where it is now and how to get in.
She's gonna go to the Gryffindor portrait, because I think you said it was Fred.
It is Fred.
She's going to talk to Fred and ask him if he knows where Sir Nicholas is.
You're not supposed to be here.
I'm not going in.
Nope. I don't have to tell you a thing. What do you want with a ghost?
He's in a book that I'm reading.
Fred's going to pause for a minute and go, he can read? Please wait.
She's going to do the impatient 11-year-old dance thing.
You wait. And you wait. And Fred pretty much just sits down in a chair, puts his feet up. Oh, you're still here. Huh? All right, fine. I'll get somebody. He's a little huffy.
I'm friends with Gideon.
Just
right.
name drop Gideon.
Just Fred wouldn't know.
Gideon, who has not come to visit him.
Nope, and he wouldn't know his niece at all because he was dead before she was born.
Yeah.
And he's just a portrait. It's just a memory. So eventually, the door opens, and You recognize the person, but I don't think you've ever talked to James Potter II before.
I don't think I have.
No. I will show a picture of James to everyone. Oh, do I have a picture of James actually uploaded yet? I don't think I do. I think I only have the first years. I will have to fix that. I have him somewhere here. Anyway, can I help you? Hi. What's up?
Hi. My name is Amelia Beckett, and I
Beckett.
would like
Sounds familiar.
to talk to Sir Nicholas.
Ah. Odd. Why?
He's in a book that I'm reading, and I just have some questions.
That's even weirder. Well, let me see if I can find him. I haven't seen him this morning. So give me a minute.
Yep.
And the door closes.
She's literally going to sit down like in front of Fred's portrait.
Okay. I honestly don't think I have a picture of James Potter II. Weird. I do. Ha! I'll upload it now for you. What did that do? Where did that go?
Oh, you asshole.
It went poof.
It did go poof. Did that work?
My mouse hates me so much today.
No.
Okay, let me create a. I will stick them in the first year.
You made like a
Gryffindors.
copy of it, of the token, but it's not any bigger than it would be.
Yeah,
Oh, and
that's
now you
okay.
deleted it.
I will put them over
And
here.
it's gone.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. This will work. And show it to players. James Potter II.
There he is. My cousin James.
Eventually, you probably wait a good 15 minutes before the door opens. James is sitting there and going, sorry to hear he is not here. I've looked everywhere in this place, and nobody has seen him today or in the last day and a half.
Do you know where he likes to hang out at?
Well, so the dungeons have been one of the best spots that they like to hang. Sir Nicholas is usually just wandering the corridors around here or the dining hall. He's not one for the library. I don't know. The ghosts are weird. He's the weirdest of the bunch.
If you happen to see him, can you tell him I'm looking for him?
Sure.
And tell him it's about Emily.
That means nothing to me, but hopefully it does to him. Sure.
I hope so. All right, thank you. And then she's gonna go towards the dungeons and like see if she can find him in there somewhere.
Okay. Perfect.
Like the dungeons parts that she's allowed to be in.
Yeah. Okay. All right. While you're doing that, Maddie, how's your morning?
It's good. I think that Maddie's feeling a little out of sorts. There were a lot of things that she wanted to do during the weekend, but I think a lot of them has kind of just left her brain. So
Yep.
she is she's hanging out with Gideon at breakfast, and she's probably gonna turn to her and say, what do you want to do today?
Maybe we should go talk to
Trelawney?
no. No. I don't think we should do that ever again. I don't even think we should take that class later. No, I'm forgetting what Hagrid's assistant's name is.
Professor Bunty.
We should go. Maybe we should talk to Professor Bunty about, because you wanted to help with the animals when
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing is built.
The animal house, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know when that's supposed to start.
Okay, she shrugs.
And then, I could show you the Thestrals.
Yeah, that would be cool.
They're cute. Okay. Other than that, I don't know.
You said that you saw a unicorn yesterday.
I petted a unicorn yesterday.
Do you think that we could pet a unicorn today?
I don't know. We'll have to ask Hagrid. He called it, I think. I don't.
Give me a
well, let's go
history
see
check to
Bunty.
see if you remember the unicorn's name. He did tell you her name. Let's see if Brandon wrote it down somewhere.
Let's see if Crystal wrote it down somewhere. Celeste.
There we go. Thank you. That sounds right. I'm pretty sure I wrote that down. Yeah.
Do I still need to make a history check?
No, you're
if
good.
I wrote it down.
Yeah, you're fine. It's only been a day.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Celeste, yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, literally, I wrote nothing down except about that situation, except get to pet the unicorn in all caps.
I assume there'd be a few hearts in around that, too.
God, no. I mean, maybe if I was actually an 11-year-old named Gideon, but
True.
not for me, in my
Okay.
own notes.
All right. I will never show you my notes then.
All hearts. Brandon's got hearts everywhere in his notebook. He's got, like,
mine are
heart
stars,
stamp.
not hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go down where I saw her, and then maybe we can try calling her name or something, just to say hi.
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
it.
we'll try that, yeah. We'll go on like a horsey adventure. Maybe we should also go see oh, I moved my notes by accident. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Maybe we should go see Meg as well, the mini pony. Someone brought a mini pony as a pet.
Yes, I love
See
that.
all of the horses in the school today. I think that would make us feel better.
It's a good day.
She knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Let's do it.
We'll do that. We can stop at the maybe actually I just look around the table and see if there's any like carrots and shit.
And apples.
Like apples, yeah, carrots,
There's
apples.
there's
grain or
definitely
something.
lots
I
of
don't
things
know.
here. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start throwing them in my bag.
Okay.
Just like a bunch. Do I
Okay.
know anything about what unicorns might eat?
I'm
I've read a lot.
I'm
I can
personally
take a
gonna
check.
say you probably would have seen a reference, but
Okay.
the care of a unicorn probably not. It would be just more general info. They did feel like a horse when you pet them, just a
Sure.
little softer. In most people's minds, they're a horse with a horn.
Right.
So-
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Are there any
Yeah.
sugar cubes?
Oh. Well. Are there any sugar cubes?
You definitely have like you're 11. This place is full of sugar.
True.
She's-
In the bag.
Yep.
Most
Maddie,
people here might want just dessert for breakfast, so of
Yeah,
course
true.
there's sugar.
Gideon wears this crossover strap, almost like a satchel, but like some of the decent sized one that looks like it's not new. It's well maintained, but it's definitely someone else's. That's got this little like silver dragon head clasp on it, and just shovels like a bunch of food in there occasionally for some reason, which is what she's doing now with all of the treats that we're gonna bring later. That's our plan for the day. We're doing a pony tour, all right? 11-year-old girls, we're sad. We're doing ponies.
I am okay with that.
That's what we're doing today. We're going to go try to
Okay.
call a unicorn.
Perfect.
This is it.
So you and Maddie are together, so anytime we do anything, we'll be both of you. Perfect. Alonso.
Yeah, just plan that from now on, dude.
Yep, I figured that. I wasn't sure if you're going to tag anyone else along with you. All right. Well, Alonso, we're only going to spend like maybe in half hours-ish on Sunday and then move on from there. Anything particular you're looking for Anyone you're looking for today?
I'm not
Anyone on
sure.
your
I think
list to talk to?
anyone on this list to talk to? No. I think he probably wanted to catch up with Ava to see how she was doing.
Okay.
Gideon, but Gideon is busy chasing out the unicorns, so he probably wouldn't run into Gideon. Yeah, so maybe I'm not gonna make it you roleplay Ava, but he probably just goes by to see how she's doing. Right?
Well,
Just all nonchalant, like he won't be like, "Oh, how are you?" But he'll be like, kind of like,
personally,
just
she
check
had a weird night. I don't know if she would show up for breakfast because she was a pig for most of yesterday, and then she hid under the covers and read. I honestly,
we don't know.
you
We don't know
don't,
she was a pig though. But...
you don't know she was. You know other people were. That would have been a lovely, your early morning. This person was a pig. This person was a pig. It was a weird night. It was like your entire dorm room, you were told, other than Gideon was sick. She was the only one not to get the Hogs flu. The only one.
Simply get on my level.
Alonso is just not like, it's not shocking to him that of all the people that should have had it, Gideon didn't.
Yes.
The chance to turn into a little pig
Thank
and Gideon missed
you.
out. Come on.
I don't know if
yeah.
that's a compliment or a concern.
Yeah. Your
It's an
early
Alonso
morning.
compliment.
Good.
Observation.
Close enough. Same thing.
There was a little bit back there.
Yeah.
The
for
closest you
sure.
get to a compliment.
True.
In a way.
All right. Yeah, that would have been weird because normally you would have heard a lot of people talking about the Hogs flu. Usually only hits maybe the first to third student. The other students have had it. They should be immune. This was some other sort of variant that
is this
ran
like
through the
chicken
school
pox
rampant.
where you don't get it later if you have
Kind
it
of.
when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Man, Gideon's gonna get it at like 35 and be
Probably.
like,
You're going to be scarred for life.
yeah,
Maybe she's already had it though. Works on animals.
maybe,
Yeah.
probably, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it went through the Ravenclaws a little too. But yeah, you don't. I'm gonna say you don't see her at breakfast.
Okay.
You'd have to go find the Ravenclaw dorm.
He goes, I think she turned into a pig. That's why she's not here. Like he's like kind of like musing to himself. But I think if he doesn't see her, I think he might like, I don't know, maybe like write a note and see if he can get it to delivered to her or something. He has never tried to communicate with people outside his dorm, like kind of like passing notes or anything like that. But
yeah, you would.
maybe...
Would Emelia? Would you have stayed around at breakfast a lot, or just grab and go? Just seeing if you would have seen
grab and go.
Okay. Just wondering, you would have probably seen Emelia there if you wanted to give her the note. You would have had a quick chance to do that. Or
Sure.
you can find another Ravenclaw. That's up to you.
Yeah, if he had time, if he'd spotted her, he probably would have been like, hey, can you pass this to what's her face?
Yeah. She'll like shove it in her bag.
And she runs off. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Playing it so nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think after that, he will go in to the room of requirement and see if he can just practice like getting in there. Because I'm not sure. I think all the times he's been in there have been with Gideon.
Yeah,
So
I do it every
he
time, and I
might
didn't teach him
try
how.
and see if he can do it solo.
Okay.
I specifically wasn't teaching him because I
No,
thought
I
it would
know.
be funny when he tried.
Yeah. He thought as much. He's like, I don't want to be dependent on Gideon. Where is Gideon? She's
All right.
unreliable.
You eventually make your way to where you know it's in this hallway somewhere. How are you trying to get this open? What would Alonso do to try and get this open or figure something out?
he thinks back to what Gideon just stood there like a dog and just kind of like closed her eyes and just like punched them up. He goes, maybe I just have to think about it. He'll try and visualize the room. He'll try and see if that's how it works.
Give me a insight check of the hallway.
Okay. He just like stands next to the wrong part of the wall and just wishes real hard for the room to appear. Please let that happen. I actually want that. So
I'll do it. That one.
good. Give it that one. It wasn't that one, but insight is what? Plus 2. That is 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
A 13's enough to know I have to do something. I don't know what. And you will remember the first time you seen it open for Gideon, she started pacing back and forth. And you know she had something on the mind.
Okay.
So surface thoughts.
He would assume pacing's part of the ritual to open the doors. He would just pace. He would just mimic Gideon to to the last detail. Like pacing, scrunches his face kind of like what Gideon did. And then tries to just really just wants to work on his potions. So he just wants to get in there. And he goes, I don't need Gideon. I don't need Gideon. I don't need Gideon. Open!
So you're more getting angry that it's not working.
Oh, absolutely. This insubordinate door's not opening for me. It opens for Gideon. How dare?
Okay, give me a persuasion roll, please.
Intimidate the door.
Yep.
Here comes that one. Come on, that one. Come on. Oh, not in that one. Wasn't great though. That was a 9. Open up.
You spend, we'll say, a good hour walking up and down this hallway. It's like, open. You're more trying to force the issue than let the door decide or not. You're not too sure. You also remember sitting with Gideon and realizing nothing happened for you and maybe somebody's already in there.
Or you're doing it wrong.
Or you're doing it wrong. It could be one, it could be the other.
Could be both.
It could be both. So after that realization, what would your surface thoughts be? If he's got any surface thoughts.
Does he think?
Yeah. Okay. All right, that'll work. We'll think about what your surface thoughts are, and we'll come back to you. So, Gideon and Maddie. Where to first?
Bunty?
Okay.
She might be at breakfast, right?
Give me a perception check.
Perception check. Do I get advantage because Maddie's helping me?
Sure.
Yay! Maddie, you're helping me.
Yep.
23.
23. You see Hagrid at the table, but not Professor Bunty.
I'm sure Hagrid would know.
Okay, let's go ask Hagrid.
Okay, let's go. Run out.
Well, looks like he's having a talk with your headmistress.
Which one?
Your headmistress is Aurora Sinistra, your astrology teacher.
I run up anyway. I don't care.
Or astronomy, I should say.
We are 11.
Mm-hmm.
If you interrupt,
Yeah.
Maddie's gonna be mortified.
I'm gonna definitely interrupt. If it takes more than like 6 seconds for their conversation to like naturally
She's, like,
pause for us
vibrating.
to
Yeah,
talk, I'm just
definitely.
like, okay, hi.
It's more the headmistress that notices you guys than Hagrid. She just pretty much stops talking and points to Hagrid and points down and goes, "I think they're for you." Hagrid's just going to turn around and go, "Oh, hi, children.
Hi, Professor.
Can I help you? It's Sunday. Shouldn't you be outside having fun?"
We're going, but we were wondering if you knew when the new pet place is supposed to be ready, because Professor Bunty said that we could help feed the pets for lunch and stuff, and we were just looking
Oh.
for a time frame because we're signing up for activities today and stuff. And I just like ramble for the next like 15 seconds, and it's just the same speech, and then I'm just okay.
Yeah.
Do you know when?
Right. Well, honestly, that was what we were just talking about. We are just starting to put the footings in today and figuring out where to put it. We got the okay. So I'm pretty sure Bunty has been doing her morning feedings. And I think we're going to go outside and figure out where to put this place, because I think it's going to be quite big. And someone at the ministry is figuring out all the how to do it. Yeah. I haven't been told who's on the job, but we'll figure it out. They gave us the yes. That's the important part.
Yeah. Does this seem like something that's going to be like quick, or it's going to like take a lot of time to like work through the ministry? Because sometimes I've heard that can be like a lot, because a lot of my family works there. But
well, yeah, the people that are on the board of governors, I think you saw some of them. They tend to like things done fast. So I'm hoping within the next 3 weeks it'll be done, depending on how many people we get here.
Okay.
Because it is a school and it is school time, so can't really affect everything that's going on around here, you know. And I have a lot of organization to do. And
I distracted.
I had more to say.
Oh,
Goodbye.
okay. Turn back. No, it's been back around. What? Sorry, what?
Oh, no.
Ponies. Sorry, what?
We don't have many ponies. I think there's only 3.
Yep.
And they all belong to students, but sure.
Yep.
Okay, why don't you guys go do that, because what I was going to say is probably boring.
Well, what was it?
No.
Oh,
was it
no, I was
boring?
just going to say I have, he's going to look at Sinister and go, we have what 35, 40 different breeds here, about 500 magical creatures currently. I have another 24 on the way.
That place is going to be huge.
It's going to be big.
Yeah.
Like, each student has one itself. There's, like, 500 of you here.
Yes, definitely one. Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
What does Celeste like to eat?
Oh. Okay, just going right out. Okay.
Well, she lives in a forest, so foresty things. She's kind of, grubs, veggies, mushrooms, leaves.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe the occasional spider.
How would we find her?
What? You are just giving away all of our plans.
Well, you're not allowed in the forest.
Because we're not supposed to go in the forest.
You're not allowed in the forest. You know that. I do have a way of calling her, but it's sparingly, and I just did yesterday, so I don't really want to make her angry.
Hi. That's all.
Oh.
Maybe we'll just leave her some food outside the forest.
He's gonna look at Sinister and go, "Come along."
Gideon was fully planning on just going into the forest, by the way.
I know.
I think
he got that point too.
I'm sure he knows that, yeah.
Yeah. I think he didn't want your death on his conscience, so I'll take it.
You also might be the
Fine.
reason it gets cordoned off with high security.
Oh,
Look, we didn't even do it yet, okay?
Yeah. The thought
Put some
process
lotion
is
black
there.
now.
The fact it hasn't been cordoned off is really more telling, okay?
A little concerning at this point.
Why
Greatly
there is
concerning.
a forbidden forest?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, right. In a school grounds.
Full
Yeah.
of, like,
Yeah. Why that forest has
Children
not
eating
been just
magical
burned to the
creatures.
ground?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Or
All right.
moved. Like
Yep. What's easier to move, the forest or the school? Yeah,
school, right?
maybe.
I mean, you don't even have to move it, just like block it off with an enchantment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
People
wall it
can
off.
run in
Yeah,
there.
just wall it off.
But then you can still fly in it.
Dome it.
Yeah.
It's like a mad, yeah, like a dome. Yeah.
You dome it, and Gideon's just out there with a shovel trying to go under it.
Using the wand.
I'll
Let me in.
find a
Let me
way. Yeah.
in. Perfect.
It's like a wall
All right.
force.
Well, you guys are on your way outside. Amelia, where are you looking first?
I want to swipe some mushrooms off a table, by the way, as we go by. Just in the bag.
I assumed
There's some
you have more
garnish
food
and
than you
Yeah,
actually
just
need.
grab it.
Yep.
Salad. Just-
She will go. She'll do. Okay, so if she's in like the Great Hall, she'll
I
like
will put you back over the map.
look and see if she can find. Like she doesn't even know what this man looks like.
Nope.
So she'll look for a ghost.
Okay. Just anywhere. You're pretty much just walking through the basically the basement of the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Searching. Okay. Give me a investigation, please, or perception.
We'll do investigation. That one's better. That is a 14. No, sorry, 15. Wrong
15.
one.
I needed a 15. All right.
Yay.
Eventually, you come across, just in a random corner, you see two ghosts sitting at a table. Looks like they're playing cards. One of them you would know to be the ghost of your house, who you've met.
What's their name again?
Off the top of my head.
What's your house?
Helena?
Yes.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah. Okay. I remember now. Oh, excuse me. She'll walk up to them and like
Yeah,
the
Helena
entire time she's
Ravenclaw.
going up there, she will like hype herself up.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like they're having a game of all depends on how many card games you know.
I know, Robbie.
Okay.
Go fish.
It's neither of them. If you would know a game called Canasta, that's what they're playing.
Nope. No,
'Kay.
I don't know Canasta. I don't think Amelia would either.
All right then. They're playing cards.
Oh, and solitaire. I can do solitaire. She'll walk up to Helena and kind of like, gosh, so much congestion. I just lost my train of thought.
That's fine.
She'll do like a, hi, Helena.
Oh, hi dear. Well, it's a Sunday. You shouldn't be down here in this smelly old place, unless you wanted to join.
I mean, it looks fun. I was wondering if you knew where Sir Nicholas was.
That'd be him.
She looks where she's pointing. Is he the one she's playing cards with?
He is.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. He's going to look over and go, "Oh, hello? Why is she looking for me?"
She'll pull the diary out of her bag
Okay.
and she'll show it to him because she doesn't know if he can actually like hold things.
He immediately sees it, looks at Helena and goes, "Not again." "No,
Again?
I'm not doing this again." And he just goes through
Again?
the ceiling.
No, come back. I just have questions.
Helena's just going to look at him and go, "What did you do, dear?" He's not one to get angry or upset. "What's that?"
It's a diary and his name's in it, and I just have questions.
Wait. She's just going to crawl up through the ceiling. And like 30 seconds later, just start dragging him through the ceiling and sit him down in the chair and go, "She's got questions. Don't be a scaredy ghost. I'll leave you two alone." And she goes away.
She'll
He's just
sit.
he's pretty much put his back to you. And almost like his face is looking through the wall, and you just see his back, and the back of his head and back of his back.
She'll literally just sit on the floor and she'll take a little bit of parchment out and her little quill and her little ink pot so she can take notes if needed. Who is Emily?
Let me bring that back up here. Through the wall, you're going to hear, "Why?"
Because I found this book when looking for stuff about my family and I don't know her name.
Why? Who are you? Who's your family?
Amelia Beckett.
Beckett.
My father's name is Edward. My mom is Amelia with an E. Hers is with an A. Mine's with an E.
That. Sorry.
Um,
Don't know. He's going to turn around and come
Oh no, sorry.
sit down beside you.
That's my grandparents. My bad. My dad is Jameson Beckett, and my mom is Evelyn. Used to be Abbott.
I know some of those last names, but I've never met them. I think you're probably the only person ever to read that. What?
It was for astronomy.
Oh.
We had to find
That's
like
not the...
celestial names, and I don't know my whole family tree, and I just came across this, and I kind of like felt a tug to the Woodville name.
Well, I assume you've read it.
A few times, yeah.
Those were dark days. And you... Which of these do you think you're related to? Does that... What popped out for you? Like, why? This was not my best of time. I died shortly after, but yeah.
Well, I don't know. My family doesn't really talk about our family tree, so...
Well, that pretty much sums up most of it. Like, what other questions do you have from it? Because that's not... He's going to look around, but not something someone your age should be worrying about. Like, if you're really into witch burning, I got a couple extra books you could probably read.
I mean,
but
not particularly.
Okay. Salem was a
if
dark time
it's
back then.
required. I know she, well, I guess she wrote that she went to Salem. I did not think this through.
It's okay. Well, so are you looking into more of Emily? Or are you looking
Yes.
into the other people that are in there that no one should know about?
It is mostly Emily.
Well, like some of the students your age, she's much too smart for her age, which ended up getting her killed later on in life, but... He's going to just tell you to start flipping through. Yeah, there's yearly yearbooks of all the students. They're going to be hand-drawn from back then. Yeah, they're hand-drawn. A lot of portraits. I'm sure there's one somewhere in this castle. I've just tried to set that aside in my memory. His head's going to fall off a little and he's going to put it back on.
Was she a good person?
For the most part, yeah. Takes a lot to become head librarian here. She was driven, which, well, got her killed. But I'm sure there's quite a few, so guess it won't hurt. Let's go to the library.
My favorite place.
Used to be mine.
Does it make you sad?
The one hiding in there makes me sad.
Who's hiding?
Oh, maybe you don't know. His name's Peeves. He's been hauled up in there for about 4 years now.
Why is he hiding?
Don't know. Screams at us when we try to get near, so we're just ignoring him because, well, he's a pain in the butt. If he wants to have his own little pout, we're enjoying it.
My little brother's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. Well. Let's go see if we can find anything else. And you guys eventually spend the rest of your day looking, I assume, in the library. Okay.
Perfect.
Alonso. What you doing, sir?
Still demanding that this door open up.
Okay. What were your quick surface thoughts while you're trying for an hour?
Service thoughts?
Yeah.
Why won't this door open? Why would this door open? What's so
Okay.
special about Gideon? Why can't I open this door? It's just like all kinds of frustration. It's just like...
Okay. After a good, 20 more minutes, you eventually see a door open. And just out comes a couple students. You're not ones that you've seen before. They're quite older. And they look both Gryffindor.
And he kind of thinks back to the again. He's like, there was the possibility that there could be someone in there, like Gideon mentioned before. So it gets confirmed. Like, okay, fair enough. It's like he tries to play it off. He doesn't want to make it seem like as those Gryffindors are coming out, he just wants to make it seem like he just got there. Like he's just been standing there stamping his feet for an hour.
Yep. Okay. All right. Give me one more per persuasion, please.
Okay.
The door's a little sentient, so it would know someone's trying to get in.
That was pretty close on that one. That was a nat 2 for a 4.
Okay. Door closes, seals up. Looks like it's not opening for you today.
Just rolls his eyes at the door. Overrated.
If the door could roll its eyes back at you, it did.
just shakes his head. I'll just go to the I'll just practice somewhere else. Can we go to the potions room if we let the professor know? Or is it like
you would know that as long as you have someone 5th year and over with you, yes, they would at least have to be a head boy or girl or prefect.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Need
think
supervision.
I think maybe he would just see if he can get the Slytherin prefect to like see if they have time to just let him in there and make up lost time that he wasted outside the stupid rumor requirement.
Okay. Eventually you will come across... let me bring them up here. Your Slytherin. Are you going to go for... So the one you talked to, who was talking to you about Quidditch, you would know he is a head boy in his 6th year, William Loxley.
Yeah,
You
think he might
usually
actually
find
be
him
better.
in the dorm room. He doesn't really leave there a lot, unless he needs to.
Okay. Yeah, he'll talk to him if he can
Yeah.
spot him in the room.
Yeah, he'd be definitely in there.
He would just like just like march up to him.
Mhm.
Yes, excuse me. Hello?
Alonso, hi. What's up?
Hello. Do you mind if I use the Persian's room? I believe someone has to be in there that's like 5th level or higher. So
I can give you an
okay?
hour. Is that long enough?
It will, yeah, it will do.
Good.
He'll
I'm
take what he
busy.
can get. But appreciate it.
Excellent. And I'd rather not worry the professor. This is his day off. Fine, let's go. He's just going to stand up and go, anyone else want to go to the potions room for an hour while he needs in there? 3 of you? Fine, let's go. You're not going to be alone.
Alonso has to stop himself from rolling his eyes again.
Okay. You definitely have Albus and Scorpius come with you.
Okay, that changes things.
Yeah, you're gonna have some first years come with you.
If the cool kid Scorpius is coming, he's like
Free time
like,
in the
great.
potions class, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
And just like a random maybe 3rd year.
Okay. It just ignores him completely and just hangs out with Scorpius.
Yeah. Perfect. Anything specific you want to practice while you're in there?
I think specifically, not really. I think he just wants to study up on what he knows.
Okay.
Like nothing. Just wants to make sure that he's up to scratch with some of the things his father's already taught him, and the things he's already read in class.
Okay. Give me a straight intelligence check then, please, to see how well you do.
Yay. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Let's see. Plus, what's my intelligence? Plus 3. Oh, yeah, it's a 10.
Oh, 10 was enough that you don't blow yourself up. Nothing really comes out for you for the remainder of the day, but it's good practice for later.
Okay.
Okay. You're having a hard day.
All right, so he's having a day. He's like,
he's having a day.
First this stupid room, and then this. He's just kind of like having one of those days.
Okay.
I think then to wrap it up, because it always made him feel better. I think he would maybe recall. I'm sure he also recalls that you can also have flying lessons on Sundays as well.
Yep.
So he'll go see if he can have some time there with Madame Hooch and see if he can take his mind off the epic failure that is this Sunday.
Okay. Just to make that quick and easy, give me a straight either performance or acrobatics to see how well you do for the day.
Okay, and he's ready to go with his arresto memento. He's like, why would this work?
Okay.
That's not too bad. Was it performance or
or acrobatics?
Okay. I will definitely go performance. 15.
Okay. You don't fall off, you don't hurt yourself, and you're getting better at it. For just straight flying, yep.
He's just sighs relief that something went right.
Yeah.
And that he didn't have to use a spell to stop himself splattering on the ground.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, he's good with that. I think after that, I think that eases some of the stress, and I think he can go back to the door and just look after Mr. Eleganto.
All right.
And yeah,
perfect.
Wait for anyone else to show up.
All right. So to finish Sunday off, Gideon and Maddie, what's the remainder of your day? You would have seen as soon as you guys went outside, it looks like Professor Bunty is like marching off a whole bunch of areas where the building's going to be. So she's putting down markers, taping it off. She's going to be using her wand to basically just start clearing all the stuff out of the way. It looks like to you guys, it's actually on your map. I forgot that I've actually put it on there already where you guys currently are. Over the course of the next few weeks, this is going to be built, and I will show you your picture of the barn that will be built for you over the next 3 weeks.
Yeah. Love it.
So it's going to be outside in between right near the Owlery and the water.
It's huge.
Yes, it is.
Wow. It's going to be
so
good.
It is slowly starting to be built. When we just finish our time stop shortly, it will be built.
Mm-hmm.
She will pretty much tell you, she's going to go over like a quick, her thoughts on how to do this. And pretty much you're going to find out that over the course of the next few weeks, each dorm room is going to be fitted with pretty much like the equivalent of like a pet door in a wall. So as soon as they go into it, they fly into it, they walk into it, they're immediately teleported here.
Wow. And then we can like call into it to get them back in our room later or something?
Yes. So I
like hit a doorbell?
Yeah. So your new magical pet building will be constructed. It is going to be looked after by Hagrid, Luna, and herself, Professor Bunty, with the help of groundskeeper Willie.
And us. Continue.
Each dorm room has been fitted with a magical door, so all your pets can just fly or walk through. They're transported to the correct area of the barn. It's going to be called the Hogwarts Care of Magical Beasts Barn. It's located between the Owlery and the castle. No student under the age of 13 is allowed inside without a guide. A guide can be any professor, prefect, head boy, or girl. This is for your own protection and ours.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, after the time skip, the things you're going to all see inside. Eventually you will notice, because this time skip's going to go after this, you are going to be seeing living hay bales. So bales of hay that move around, rearrange themselves, forming shapes like playful creatures playing with all the animals. They will also assist in feeding themselves to the animals. All the stalls will be self-cleaning. They'll be able to clean themselves with the flick of a wand, keeping the barn tidy and fresh at all times. There'll be a lot of talking tools in there, so like brooms, pitchforks, a bunch of farming tools that will tell you how to use them and use them properly. The troughs in there will be magically filled up for the ideal food for each creature, changing the food to match the dietary needs. You will see enchanted lanterns floating through the air, giving like warm light for you guys, and every single student gets their own lantern. Provides pretty much illumination wherever you go. There will be play areas for each different type of creature, from elaborate diving boards, loop-de-loops, mazes, etc. There's an activity area that will challenge the creatures with puzzles, hidden traps, for more advanced training later on. Each area also has a spot for napping. It's going to be adorned with beds, cushions, comfortable chairs, depending on what the creature needs. It is very highly self-sustained barn that doesn't really need a lot of care or help. There's also a nice area where you guys could come and have your pets brought to you during off-school time. The pets are also going to be tagged and coded with your schedule so that they will always be in your dorm room when you arrive.
Cool.
So that is your new barn that is in the process of being built.
I'm sure there will be no shenanigans.
Probably not, no. All right. So to finish Sunday, before we move on to mail for the week in astronomy, what's the rest of your Sunday look like for you guys?
Well, is he bringing us to meet the unicorn, or is he...
He would have taken you to his hut and begrudgingly brought the unicorn to you again.
Yes.
He used the same horn, and you could tell that the unicorn was a little huffy, being called twice in the same week. Maybe she wanted to be left alone. He has a little heart-to-heart with her, and then he just points to you two again.
We're just like vibrating in the corner waiting.
Yes.
I've taken out like all of
Sugar
the
cubes.
food we grabbed off the table, and we're just like holding it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like
Hagrid's,
staring.
yeah. We'll say you guys have a good 15 minutes with the unicorn
Yes.
before she says this is enough.
Okay, thank you. We
Yeah.
pet the unicorn. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Celeste. Sorry. I can't promise this won't happen again.
Amelia, just finished Sunday off for everybody. You and Sir Nick probably scour however long you want to put up with it, because he's got all the time in the world. You go through the library looking for more information, and you don't really find any. Nothing major. He thinks someone's moved a few books or taken them from where they should be. And he promises you, because you do have school, he's going to keep searching for them while you're learning. He doesn't know who took them. He says there should be another book that detailed her work as a librarian in the school. And it seems that is missing. So he's going to start looking, because he can go through everything.
Right.
Yep. So he will keep you informed of anything else he finds for you. But he also wants you to contact home to get a more detailed family line.
I can definitely do that.
Perfect. All right. So, let's quickly move from Sunday over to the week. Before you hand in your astronomy homework, it is mail call. So, we will start with our Alonso. I assume you wrote home at some point, or did you? I can't remember if you did. But you are getting a letter, which I will send to you now.
Yeah, I do believe he would have sent a letter during his time.
So, eventually, I will send it to you in Discord. If I can find you in Discord. I would like you to read that out. It's pretty much Monday morning when you guys are having breakfast. This is when things are going to be delivered to you. Yours was delivered just by a regular owl.
Okay. But this is private correspondence. I don't want to read it.
This is more just for the people listening and watching. I'm assuming you're not telling anybody. Yeah.
I get that. But Alonso will be like, no. That's fine. Okay. So, obviously addressed to Alonso Zabini, Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Scotland Southern House. Hey son, just checking in. Hope you're doing our name proud there. Well, I'm sure you are. It took your mother a good 2 days to stop crying after you left, but she's doing much better now. She has been mainly keeping to herself here at home, but her spirits are high. Now for some news. A few days after you left, I was asked to help Draco in his new potion shop he's opened up in Nocturne Alley. He's been putting in a lot of time and effort there. For some reason, we won't fill me in much. I think it's got to do with his wife, but he shuts me down every time I ask, and just says it's been looked into. It doesn't affect us, at least, which is good, because I'm just too busy with my own work. Speaking of that, I heard you got old Aberforth as a teacher. I heard tell that he's more of a bore than Professor Binns, but he's a Dumbledore, so pay attention. I come across something a while back, and since you're there, I need you to find something for me. Albus had in his possession an original copy of the Zingamott's Order of Merlin history, and I was hoping you could find it for me. Apparently, it has a detailed list of wizards that were going to be awarded with the Order of Merlin, but for some reason, before the award could be handed out, the wizards were missing or were found dead. I would love that list. Don't put yourself in harm's way to get it, but asking Aberforth about it or try to sneak in questions in that area would be helpful. Maybe also keep an ear close to Draco's boy and see what you can do from there. Anyway, that is it from our end. Mother sends her love and all that. Keep in touch. And signed elegantly, BZ at the end.
Perfect. Thank you. Gideon, yours doesn't arrive till Wednesday,
Okay.
but I still want you to read it because I can.
Okie dokie. Is this, just to clarify, is this sent before I sent my letter or in response to it? 'Cause I haven't
This
read it
is
yet.
your response to your
Okay.
letter.
So Gideon had sent a letter, just for some context for the people at home, about what had happened between Gideon, Maddie, and Trulawney based on what Emelia told us she heard. And just asking my mom, who is actually in tune with like tea leaves and readings and all that sort of thing, if she has any idea what this was. And then I told them I petted a unicorn. That's
Yep.
it. Okay. So it starts off, please give this owl a snack. He flew a long way and attached as a dead rat. For sure. I feed the owl. Absolutely I do. And I have no issues with the dead rat.
Nope.
Gideon, it's Dad. Wow. I mean, just wow, a unicorn. They never let us even close to anything fun our first year. Boy, things have changed there. Also heard you were placed in Slytherin? How's that going for you? Maybe they should just create a Weasley house there and stick the whole family in it. Oh, the destruction that would cause, right? Your mother is pestering me to get to the point. Hog's flu, huh? Well, that happens from time to time, but you were fed small amounts of dragon's blood when you were young, so that it helps you bond with them more, and it's got some healing properties on its own, too. It's been done here for generations with families that have kids while they're here. It's rare because most wouldn't think of raising kids here, but we decided it was probably the best place to grow up. Oh, also, here's a nice picture of your mom. Oh, your mom drew of the baby dragons that hatched right after you left. She's letting you and Hagrid name them. Yes! Give him my best and tell him his next shipment will be next week. Gideon. I'm assuming it switched to the mother.
Yep. Switch to Dad.
Many exclamation points. Gideon, that professor is a nut job according to most people I know,
Yep.
but your father says she is a true seer, and I trust his judgment. He said she has many odd visions, and most of them he thinks she does just to fill in the time at school, but she does see things. I need to know what she said, as that wasn't in your letter. Also, this happened with another student, first year also. I need more information about her, please. Date of birth, family history, etc. I'm both excited and worried. More worried till I know more. Maybe I'll see if I can get in touch with Harry. I'd suggest to stay away from the professor for now till we know more. Already doing it. If you need to talk to anyone about it, hit up the Potters or let us know. If I know your Uncle George, he's given you one of his illegal devices. No. Be careful with that, because your grandfather thinks it can be what he calls magically thacked, but George assures us it's fine. Anyway, dress warm in that dungeon they call the Slytherin dorm room, and don't worry too much about nightmares. Test things out with this Maddie. Write notes, please, and tell me anything else. I want to know more about what happens when you two are not near each other. Oh, and some of the dragons seem to be looking around for you. I think they miss you like we do. Love, Mom and Dad and Norberta. There are baby dragon paw prints on the bottom of the letter. Okay, first of all, how many baby dragons are there? Because I need to know how many names to come up with.
2, boy and a girl.
Okay, so one for me, one for Hagrid?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and your grandfather, you'd be able to think of, he thinks it's magically hacked, but he doesn't know that word.
Sure,
Hence why it's
I assume
fact.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect. Moving along, we are going to do Emelia next, because I was surprised for Maddie.
Okay. Okay. Says Amelia Beckett, Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Scotland, Ravenclaw House. Amelia, your father and I both miss you dearly. Yes, I know it's only been a week, but we both miss our morning routine with you and Winston. How is he, by the way? Your father is hovering as I write this and wasn't sure about the high winds and weather that comes out of that place for him. He says his work has been going good lately, but a few of his owls have gone missing. It's only a few, but they were his top breeders, so he's put a word in at the ministry because he suspects some sort of magical creature is out hunting in his area again. He says it happens every few years and that the ministry needs to send someone to look into it. Anyway, attached to Alvin here, there are 2 new seeds I've created and snacks for Winston unless he's eaten them. I want you to give your herbology professor one to plant and the other is for you. I've named it the Aurelia seed. This seed has a few rare regenerative properties. When planted, the seed grows into a radiant golden flower within a matter of weeks. The flower's petals can be harvested to create a potent healing potion, which I've called the Aurelia Balm. Wow, I looked over at something else and I lost my space. There it is. Which can cure most physical ailments, including cuts, bruises, and even broken bones. However, the seed's magic is deeply tied to the moon's phases. It can only be planted during a full moon, and its healing effects are strongest when harvested at midnight. Additionally, the seed's magic diminishes with each use, so it's prized and used sparingly. Attached is the recipe to create the balm, which might get your house a few points, I hope, if you give it to your potions professor or hang on to it for yourself. It's going to be added to this month's Wizards Weekly, so your old mom's going to be published. Anyway, that's really it from us. Hug Winston and have him hug you for us. Love, Mom and Dad. P.S. Emery says hi, and Mason says something that is close to Mila, so he's getting your name close. That's so cute.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Did
Well-
Alvin eat the snacks?
Yes, Alvin.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. And Maddie. I don't have names of people, so it's a generic from your family type thing.
That's fine.
Yes. Before you get that, though, I need to tell everybody how you get your letter. So on Monday morning, when you guys are all having breakfast, you hear a loud growl and roar coming from the main doors behind you. And like most of the professors stand up, going, A couple of the older students yell troll. They're not too sure what's going on.
Oh.
Eventually, Hagrid gets up, walks over to the door, opens the 2 double doors, and you see... Well, it's kind of hard to describe, but you also see... what did I name the dog? Groundskeeper Willie's dog. Can't remember the name off the top of my head. Let's see if I can
Wilbur.
find him. Wilbur. You see Wilbur walk through, look around at everybody, and give one loud, and I mean loud, this thing's going to echo and almost shake the whole room, bark that pretty much tells everyone. You would get the gist of him saying, don't move, don't do anything. You kind of get that gist. And behind him, you see this great, well, I'll show you a picture. This huge beast. Did it?
Oh, cute. Napping.
Yep.
What is that? Mustache.
I thought I wrote down the description, but I did not. Sorry, one second. I know it's here somewhere. I moved my note. So many. Anyway, you don't really give me history, please.
Everyone or just Maddie?
Well, Maddie can have advantage. She should know what this is. I'll let you all just do a standard roll.
History.
Yeah. This thing is got 2 long razor-sharp golden horns, grayish-purple coloring, humped back, 4-thumbed feet.
Maddie gets a 14.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I need a fairly high roll.
I got a 6.
Hagrid, a 23, Amelia. As soon as you know what it is, Hagrid's just gonna put his hand up and go, "Okay, everybody. I don't know what's going on here. These are usually aggressive, highly aggressive. This one looks a little docile, though. I've heard about them. I've never seen them. They're called a graphorn. They are native to this area. I don't know why it's here."
Gideon starts taking notes immediately.
Luna, you see, stand up and literally run towards this thing. And she's just gonna stand 5 feet in front of it with her hands up. And you can see this thing is sniffing the ground. It's got a couple saddlebags around the sides of it. Kind of like horse saddlebags, but near the front. And she's going to try talking to this thing in a few different languages none of you guys know. But it is completely ignoring her. And it eventually just starts sniffing the ground and going through all the tables, looking for someone. It does come up to Gideon a little first.
I'm with Maddie.
I know. Oh, you are with
Okay.
Maddie. Never mind. That'll work even better. It kind of stops in front of both of you. Sniffs one of you, then the other, and then lays at Maddie's feet. And you would
Is
notice
this yours?
I don't
attached
know.
to this creature a bunch of bags and what looks like a letter. I would like you to read your letter for me, please.
Okay. And I assume it says my name on it.
Sure does.
Okay.
Big bushy letters.
Okay. I pull out the letter. First, I'm just gonna put my hand out to this creature and let it sniff me.
It
and
doesn't
then maybe
purr. It gets kind of like a nice little throaty growl, but a nice one.
I'm gonna offer him some little scritchies underneath the chin.
Very almost. Gideon would know it kind of feels close to a dragon. Same
Ooh.
scale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really hard leather. Almost like rubber.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Open the letter. A little Luna bird told me you got sorted into Hufflepuff House. We are both elated. We sent you those old ballet shoes you love so much, as I did hear. They have some sort of weekend activities, and I'm sure you can put them to good use. Running around that old musty castle will keep you busy, but I'm sure, but some of the comforts of home are always nice.
work for your father and I are going well. Not that we can talk about it much, especially in a letter. I do hope you could plan on coming home for Christmas this year, but we do understand if you'd rather stay with your Aunt Luna. I hope that those twins of hers are keeping you company and out of trouble. Your brothers are both doing quite well and send you hugs. They have both been hard at work lately and putting in more hours than I've ever seen. Neither of them talk about what's going on, but your father and I both agree it has to be important. The only thing we have been able to tell is that some sort of communication has been heard from your part of the world that has both of them on edge. I keep hearing things about London, Scotland, and a few other areas around there, but it's hard to sort out all the thoughts. Anyway, I didn't want to worry you, but I do like to keep you informed, so this is me keeping you informed. I don't trust owls as much as those UK wizards do, which is why this letter was delivered the way it was. It might take some more time getting to you, but this is how we work here. Also, the owls can't carry as much, and we wanted to give you a few more things to read.
You have the entire first year books from Ivermorny School in those bags.
Interesting.
Your father helped me tame this one as it was deemed non-aggressive. Please tell your Care of Magical Beast professor that it was a gift from the Sayer family line. Her name is Rhaegar. How to care for her is up to you to discover. If your headmaster has any issue with this, please tell him to write to me directly, and I'll set him in his place for you. Oh my God. We all
Mom's
love
high
miss
society.
you, Mom and Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the gift was all your father's work, and he has been in the mix since you got your letter.
You own an owl Graphorn named Rhaegar. What would you like to do?
I'm not sure.
I've been trying to read it over Maddie's shoulder. So
I'm gonna look at. It's mine. This is Rhaegar.
okay, what is it?
It's.
I don't like that. I don't know what it is.
Maddie doesn't know either.
There would be a little thing that says it's called a Graphorn.
Okay. It's a Graphorn. Oh, it says it there. Sorry.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Can I pet it? Is it gonna, what is it?
It says her name's Rhaegar. It says that she's not aggressive, so.
You would notice hanging under, like, attached to him is your ballet shoes, so he's probably scented you and found you that way.
Sure.
I'm gonna gently remove my ballet shoes from whatever is around his neck.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess is Hagrid still nearby?
Luna's been there. Hagrid
Luna's
is
there.
more trying to keep students back.
Okay.
And he's just more, I think we're good, guys. Headmaster?
I put
I
my
don't
hand
know.
out so it
This
can
wasn't
smell
my
me 'cause
fault.
I want to try and pet it.
Yeah, this thing's fairly docile.
Yeah, but it doesn't like me.
Give me
I'm
an
not gonna
animal
pet it
handling.
if it's like, fuck you.
Yeah, give me an animal handling.
I'm using my inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I read the notes. That was significantly better. 22.
22? Yeah, this thing seems like it probably could do a lot of damage, but it is currently, even though it's surrounded by a lot of students, it's doing pretty good.
Okay.
How big is it?
I scratch it.
When it stood up, it's gonna be not as big as a horse, but think a little bit like mountain lion size, but a little bit bigger.
Okay.
So at 11, how tall are you?
we're like
somewhere.
4 something.
Yeah.
4, 5. 4, 5.
Yeah, that's what I have it down as.
Standing up, its head is probably I'd say close to 6 feet with the horns from all the way to the top. Pretty big.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like maybe 4 students could ride this thing.
Man, none of my family have sent me new pets yet. This is cool. I'm happy for you. I don't know what this is, though.
That's why I told you earlier you're going to be mad at me.
He did. He texted me like 4 hours ago and was like, "You're gonna hate this."
I don't.
Give me another quick history check, Maddie, with advantage, please.
Okay. Oh,
Ooh,
the second one's 20.
Beautiful. Graphorns are one of the most native enemies of trolls.
Okay.
And with your father's history, maybe he saved this one from them?
Okay. Right.
Luna, on the other hand, is going to come up and sit beside you guys and just look over and go, I've heard of these.
Oh, tell me everything.
They, up until 60 years ago, were almost extinct. Newt saved them.
Oh.
How your father got a hold of one? That'll be a fun conversation.
I
hope you're ready for this.
Do you know what they eat?
I think whatever they want, dear.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I guess I'm ruffling through the saddlebags and looking at the books, to see if there's anything in there about them.
I didn't write anything, but they're
Okay.
pretty much like a big feline, so carnivore.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think they eat meat.
We're just gonna start.
Luna's
grabbing
just gonna
things
go.
off of the
Yeah,
table,
that's what I was gonna
think,
say. He's gonna
and,
grab some kind of
seeing
meat.
if it'll eat it.
Yeah.
We're just like
Yeah.
anything on the table. We're just
Luna's
like this. Like that.
Luna's literally gonna look at Hager and go, "We're gonna need a lot more." And she's gonna look around and go, maybe goats. Yeah, I think we're gonna need a goat farm. I'm on it. She can tell she's getting a little excited now that she can have a goat farm just to feed this thing.
Oh my god, that's kind of.
Yep.
That's
I
dark.
require that they wear footy jammies.
The goats.
Yeah. I mean,
Why?
maybe the babies because they're cute.
Oh.
They're cute. Goats are
They're gonna be eaten.
cute.
Yeah, but at least they'll look cute first.
Fair enough. Valid. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Hagrid,
So.
Hagrid, where should we put him? Put her.
Oh. We're gonna have to build that barn quick.
This feels like another wherever she wants thing.
I have a great idea.
She might be able to fit at the foot of my bed.
Oh no, this is an outdoor pet. I wouldn't even consider this a pet. I do have a great idea though. I've never worked with these. I'm gonna have to get in touch with someone who does know how to deal with these. He might be a great guard for either the barn or the forest. Maybe both. We'll see. Anyway, we'll workshop it. Headmaster's just he's literally walking over to this thing. And he's gonna look at you, look at everybody and go, you can keep it. And turn around and walk away. This is
Thank you.
I've never thought I'd have to do this before. I don't know what to do with this. You guys deal with it.
The headmaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take
This is
care
more
of him.
Haggard and Luna's on it. It's calm. It's right. So
This is gonna take up all
that
my time.
I know. So we're gonna do our quick break. When we come back, we're gonna do just our whatever astronomy thing you guys came up with for your homework, and then we're having our first Quidditch match.
Oh. Before or after the 6 weeks?
We're gonna do no. It's gonna be we're doing your astronomy homework.
Mhm.
We're skipping 6 weeks directly to the very first Quidditch pregame of the year.
Okay.
So yeah,
You're on break. You are back.
perfect. Well, welcome back. We just had the best mail call for a while, so that was pretty good for their first letters of the school year. we are pushing on from that day because that's pretty much they're back in class. We are pushing on to Wednesday evening, where you guys are having your second astronomy class. And to start it off, she would like your homework that she asked you for last week. So we will, if you have anything prepared, if you don't, I am okay with that. I'll move you over to the astronomy class once I find where it is. I should put these in alphabetical order. That would probably help a lot.
Just a little.
So many classes. There you are. Astronomy. With your head professor and headmistress, Aurora Sinistra. So, did Alonso find anything?
Nope. Well, not anything related to the stars.
Okay. Yep, no worries there at all.
Yeah. He tried. It was very frustrated. Like, he traced back his name origins to, well, it's obviously Italian.
Yeah.
It comes from like a nomadic ancient tribe called the Zabini tribe. Had nothing to do with the stars. And he was very like annoyed. But,
Okay.
It is what it is. So
Mhm.
he goes, no, sorry, Professor, not relevant.
Perfect. All right. I do have something from Ava. So Ava was named after a star in the constellation she was meant to have been born under, Sagittarius. But as she failed to do so, being born prematurely, her name was given after the brightest star in the constellation Scorpius, Antares. It's a story her mother told her often, adding that the aura of those stars would shine upon her. These were constellations her mother also favored for the representation of strength and cunning, the Scorpion and the Archer. So that is what she found out about her heritage. We will go to Gideon next on the list.
I don't know what the homework was, but I found this star, called the Cor Coroli, which means Heart of the Charles, and I think it's named after a king, and my dad's name is Charles, and I think that was close enough, so I didn't look any further.
Your professor's going to look at you and go, well, good first try, dear. We will spend more time together, seeing if we can delve a little deeper for you, if you'd like. Okay. All right. Next on our list is Emelia.
Well, I found stuff about my family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did I ever make a middle name for him? Because I don't think I did.
If I don't
I
have it.
did not.
Some people don't have middle names.
Let me double check because a name popped up in my head just now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. My middle name is Diane.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Diane was the goddess of the moon, so kinda.
Okay. That's actually
Literally,
okay.
it's the only one that I thought of that actually flows nicely with her name.
Okay. EDB. Beautiful. Your professor's just saying, yep, if you would like to delve further into your family's history, just let me know. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, definitely. I've got Sir Nicholas helping me too.
Yeah. Odd, but not the person I would go for anything. But I'm happy he's talking to someone. All
Is
right.
he not
and,
usually?
Not lately.
Oh.
No. But hey, if he made a friend, he made a friend. Usually
Neat.
sticks to the Gryffindors, so we'll see how that works for you. And Maddie, you can read what you just sent me.
The
I
Sayer
like it.
family. The Sayer family name was derived from the Welsh occupational name for either a carpenter, from the Welsh Sayer carpenter, or a mason from Sayer, Maine, literally meaning stonecutter. So the Sayer house has been associated with Callum Chisel, the Chisel
Yep.
constellation, which was named by the French astronomer Nicolas Lou de Lassay,
In around there.
means
Yeah.
engraver's chisel in Latin.
I did not know that. Well, thank you for that. All right. So, thank you for doing homework. Whoever you guys, I'm pretty much going to give you all inspiration for that because you don't
Yay.
have to do your homework if you don't want to.
Yay!
Those who do get rewarded.
Best kind of school. Woo!
Perfect. All right. So, now, did you guys have anything you came up with what you wanted to do during our 6-week skip? I'll start with Alonso.
I guess if his dad gave him a sneaky job, I think he would be trying to work on that as well. Like, aside from obviously practicing Quidditch on Sundays and working on his potions, yeah, he would just probably trying to see if he can make any headway into what his dad requested of him. Oh, dear Papa. Wants to make dear Papa proud. So, yeah, he'd probably be focusing on that, see if he can get any headway with Aberforth reluctantly. And then see if he can find out anything about Malfoy's, like, skullduggery as well. Yeah, just focusing on his mission, I guess.
Okay. Perfect. We will...
It's Alonso, thanks.
Okay. Next session, we will figure out exactly what you found out during that. We will
Cool.
do that for you. I'll do some rolls, and we will see how much you find out for Daddy.
Ooh.
Don't call
Don't
him
say
that. It's Papa.
Okay. See how much you can do for your Papa. Yeah. Okay. Because I haven't really figured out all that yet.
That's okay. All good.
Yeah. There will be quite a few fun things that you will find. Gideon, what's your 6 weeks like?
Yeah. So Gideon does start doing those Sunday extra Quidditch classes with
Okay.
Hooch. Also, if it started, joins journalism. And also joins the magical gardening with
Okay.
Neville. At least checks it out to see if it's not as boring as it sounds. Yep. I think hangs out with Alonso occasionally in the room of requirement and laughs at him when he can't get in.
Yep.
And then spends the rest of the time, I think the group kind of hangs out with Ava and Emelia and everyone too. Probably spends a little bit of time with Fred.
Yep.
But spends most of her time with Maddie.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
Oh, and they
6
do.
weeks of not being able to get into that room.
Yeah.
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 They
Keep going.
and Gideon does, of course, once the barn is built, on some of her lunches, not all of them, but some of them, she does go and help Bunty feed the animals as well, which I was told I could do.
Yes.
And drags Maddie with her.
Okay. Perfect. Emelia, what's your 6 weeks like? I'm
Because
gonna
I
have
forgot, I just thought about it again.
Okay. I will be giving you each once we're done for over the next few weeks. Just remind me. I want you to type me what you wanted So pretty much what we're doing now, type that out for me so I can tell you all the stuff that happens and you find. That'll be my homework.
Emelia will take one of the seeds
Mhm.
to Neville.
Yep.
Is it Neville? Okay. And then she'll fill them in and, let's see. Rereading.
There was a lot there.
She'll do a copy of the recipe.
Okay.
And she will give it to Neville.
Okay.
And potions teacher also.
Okay.
I can't
Perfect.
remember who.
Yeah.
And then she'll
Jacob
keep
Kowalski.
the original in her book.
Okay.
And then she will focus on working with Sir Nicholas to find out more. And then she will also reach out to Professor Sinstra to see what she knows.
Okay. Perfect. All doable. Beautiful. And are you going to plant your seed in your dorm room or in the common room?
In the dorm room, so I can keep
Okay.
an eye on it.
Beautiful. All right. And last, Maddie, what's your 6 weeks like? Other than being beside Gideon.
Yeah. She's gonna try and connect with Teddy because when the last time that we spoke, he said something about learning how to control his transformations, and
Yes.
that kind of sparked some interest in her.
Okay.
So she wanted to see if she could join or connect with the professor that was helping him with that.
Okay.
She's gonna be dancing a little bit in the room of requirement to work out some of the feelings she's been having. It's been a big change for her, being in a new country, new school, and then things that are going on with Gideon, which is weird.
Yep.
She's going to help during her lunch breaks with the Animal House, training Ori, and getting to know her Graphorn. She wants to research them a little bit more.
Okay.
There's a couple clubs that she's interested in joining. The Magical Arts and Crafts Club is a big one. She wants to make a costume for Halloween.
Understood. Yep.
And the Enchanted Gardening Club. I think she'd be interested in that one, as well as reading a little more books and writing some letters to family.
Okay. Perfect. Easily done. All right. You have a busy 6 weeks then. Beautiful.
Yep.
All right. So, I'm going to rewatch the VOD when we're done, write all that down, and send you a bunch of stuff. If you come up with anything else, let me know too. So, we finally, after you guys have been doing a lot of good work, we finally move ahead. And I believe we are going to be in, I think it's October, like the 22nd. I believe it is a Sunday. So, what's happening today is you guys, over the last few weeks, have been finally, there's been some Quidditch practices. You're starting to get to know who's on the teams, who's on your home, like your house teams. For the Hufflepuffs, you have Constance Drew, Dominique Weasley, and Franny Franklin as your chasers. Sally Fields and Johnny Lance as your beaters. Bobby McGonagall, who you guys eventually in Hufflepuff find out is Robert McGonagall's son, who's actually going to school. He's in his 3rd year.
Really?
He's your keeper. He is.
Bobby McGonagall is
Bobby.
Robert McGonagall's son? Shocking.
You're welcome.
I would never have made that connection.
Not at all. He's the keeper for Hufflepuff, and Yosh Fu is the team captain and seeker. They are playing today. Slytherins, your chasers are William Bridges, he's in his 3rd year. His brother Brian the Bludger Bridges is in his 4th year. And Alfonso Fernando, who's in his 7th year, are chasers. Your beaters are Daniel and Rachel Potts. Your captain is William Loxley, who's in his 6th year. And your seeker is your prefect Min Jin Yi in her 6th year.
They call him Brian the Bludger?
Yep.
What did he do?
Well,
That's so scary.
I know.
Bludgeon everyone.
Oh my god.
And he's only in his 4th year.
He's not even the beater.
Ravenclaws also have
This is
you
a
guys.
terrifying 14-year-old.
I know. Ravenclaws, your chasers are Sue Blanchard,
Shit.
Charles Dumas, and Arthur Hawthorne. Your beaters are AJ Singh and Harrison Jones. Your keeper is Molly Weasley II, she's also team captain. And Larry the Snitch Styles is your seeker.
That's unfortunate.
Right?
This is okay.
I just have to know, does William Loxley have an ancestor named Robin?
It is possible. I do have pictures of these guys for you too, don't worry.
Is this a reference to something I'm not getting?
Robin of Loxley in the minute.
He's Robin Hood. Robin of yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. So I will put them all in here for you.
He does wear a suspicious amount of tights, now that you mention
He
it.
does. He does.
You would know that Gryffindors still have not found a seeker in their first practice matches in a week.
Really? David Tennant?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, sure. The fact that there's only one Gryffindor or one person like related to the Weasley family in the Gryffindor Quidditch team is it hurts me.
Wait, David
that's
Tennant
hurtful.
where?
Is a Gryffindor chaser?
Yeah.
Two. Sorry, two. Forgot about Louis.
Yep. So I have a lot to read. Once I find where I put it. Oh, it is a Google Doc. Hold on 1 second.
I love the map.
Yes. There's more people here, but I just literally copy and pasted all the people that were in the main dining hall. These stands are full.
Populated. Actually.
Yeah. These stands are quite full. Even though this is a practice match, this is the very first practice match here at school. So, and luckily for you guys, it is starting to pour rain. And it looks like it's storming a little. So, I need to bring up my document here. I typed a lot, so I had to throw it in a Google Doc.
Gideon is so excited for this practice. By the way, like Gideon went like full out like base the white and green streaks, like full Slytherin gear, like we're in it.
So, I have a whole bunch of type up on how to play Quidditch. You guys already know how to play Quidditch, so I don't really need to do that. But the game is played by 2 teams of 7 people, 3 chasers, 2 beaters, 1 keeper, 1 seeker. It involves 4 balls called a quaffle, 2 bludgers, and a golden snitch. Scoring is every time the team scores, it is 10 points each. And the team who catches the seeker is awarded 150 points. Doesn't mean necessarily that whoever catches the snitch is going to win if the other team is ahead by more than 150 points. These games can go a long time. The longest game in history is 3 months, according to Quidditch Through the Ages.
Damn.
Uh-huh.
3 months.
So, oh, is that the one where they had to like use like a bunch of their like reserves or whatever it was?
Yeah, it was
Like,
pretty
their
much.
backups? Yeah.
And their backups and their backups and their backups. Yeah.
So people could sleep while the others were playing. Yeah.
Yep. Non-stop 3-month game. I don't
Forgot
know
about
what the
that.
score is.
They
Yep.
don't know what the score is. Nobody remembers what actually happened in that game.
Those seekers
Nobody
were
cares.
terrible at
They
their
want to go
job.
home.
Those seekers couldn't see.
Nope.
anything.
They were probably... Yeah, I don't know what the weather was that day, but 3 months was a horrible... Yeah. Anyway. You guys eventually make your way to the Quidditch pitch. This place is packed. You have people, not just from this school that came. You have people from the Daily Prophet here. You have Ministries of Magic people here. For some reason, you never usually do an exhibition match. But for some reason this year, someone organized 2 exhibition matches. And as you guys are in your stance, you can move exactly where you want, but most of the time you're with your entire house here for Quidditch, because it is a sporting event. So, eventually as you guys get set, your cast and crew, I don't know, I think, Peter, if you hit, I don't know if I can show all these people, these players. I can do it later. If you hover and double click on each of them, or hit Z, you'd be able to, I think, enlarge the icons for each individual person. If not, I will show you guys all the people later.
I cannot.
Okay, perfect. You can highlight over all the people and double click and make it bigger so they see each individual one if you like. It is overcast, slight drizzle with a very, very strong breeze from the north. Your referee is, of course, Madam Hooch. The first exhibition match, which is today, the third week of October, is Hufflepuff and Slytherin. Next week is going to be Ravenclaw and Gryffindor. The first match of the year is going to be on the second week of November between Gryffindor and Slytherin. The third week in November is going to be Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. The third weekend in February will be Ravenclaw and Slytherin. First weekend in March will be Gryffindor and Hufflepuff. And in the first weekend in May will be Hufflepuff Slytherin, finalized by the third weekend in May with Gryffindor and Ravenclaw. Whoever has the most wins and points between the two of them will play for the Quidditch Cup. Now, the stands are packed, with students from all houses filling the seats. The green and silver banners of Slytherin wave in one half of the stadium, while the other yellow and black of Hufflepuff dominate the other. The weather is less than ideal, with a slight drizzle making the pitch slick, and a cold breeze causing the players to pull their robes tighter. There's palpable tension in the air, with both teams eager to prove their worth. Your lineup is Hufflepuff and Slytherin. I've already gone over that, so we don't need to do that again. The Seekers are going to be Yoshfu and Min Jin Yi. They're the two that most people are, they think Slytherins are going to take this. They have a pretty much a little bit older crew and a bigger crew. Hufflepuff is a lot of people who've been doing this for a few years, but their captain, Dominique Weasley, has been doing this since her third year. She is pretty much the one most people fear on Hufflepuff. Now, normally, Teddy should be here, but he has been taken over. Bobby McGonagall has been taken over as keeper for his very first match. Over the PA system, well, it's not a PA system, it is someone speaking loudly so everybody can hear it. Gideon, you recognize this voice.
It's a Weasley.
Your Uncle Ron has come to... Yeah. Good old Uncle Ron has decided to come and announce your first match, and he's also the one you're going to find out is the one who has organized it.
Yeah, I figured.
Over the
That is
PA,
his job in the ministry. This is fine.
Yes. He gives you a great speech. Most people are ignoring him. All the Slytherins are booing him. He's not the most impressive person.
Gideon's booing them
here.
I only boo them if I think that nobody will notice that I'm joining.
Yeah, a lot of the people just say he's a Weasley, Ron. It's not really a household name, not like the rest of them. A few of the more all the Gryffindors are pretty much the only ones cheering the odd Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw, but most of the students, Ron's really more in the background. So, eventually, the whistle blows and the match begins. Dominic Weasley takes immediate control of the quaffle, weaving through the Slytherin chasers with ease. Her speed catches Slytherin off guard, and she shoots towards the goalposts. William, the Slytherin keeper, barely manages to deflect the shot. The quaffle rebounds into the air, and Brian the Butcher grabs it. Hufflepuff's first attempt at scoring is blocked. Slytherin quickly counterattacks. Brian speeds down the pitch with Quaffle, passing it deftly to Alfonso, who dodges a bludger sent his way by Sally Fields. Alfonso, fates left, shoots right. Sending the Quaffle through the right hoop, Slytherin scores 10-0. Everyone cheers. A lot of booing from the Gryffindors and the Hufflepuffs.
I give Maddie a look. I don't even know where she is.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Alonso
Hufflepuff.
forgets himself and kind of just like does like a loud cheer.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of almost like hugs Gideon, and then like remembers he's not supposed to be friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie, are you even on the map?
Yeah, I'm over.
They're somewhere, yeah.
I'm in the Slytherin area.
Why are you in the Slytherin area?
I don't know.
I probably was
Get
doing
out
it
of my
quick and didn't pay
house.
attention. Let's move you guys from there over to here. And whoever I just moved from there can go over to there. There you go. Anyway. I quickly made this map yesterday. Anyway.
It's awesome.
Hufflepuff regains possession. Weasley, leading her team, orchestrates a series of intricate passes with Drew and Franklin, confusing the Slytherin defense. Weasley fakes a shot, passing the quaffle to Franklin, who scores past a distracted Locksley. Hufflepuff scores 10-10.
Boo.
The game's pace quickens.
Good job done, but boo.
Both teams are playing aggressively. Daniel and Rachel Potts, Slytherin beaters, send bludgers relentlessly towards Weasley, who clearly is a target. Despite this, Hufflepuff's beaters, Fields and Lance, are on point, protecting their chasers with well-placed counter bludgers. A close call for Hufflepuff as William Bridges streaks down the pitch. He outmaneuvers Fields and aims for the left hoop. But Yosh makes an impressive save, throwing himself in front of the quaffle. Over the next hour, as the game progresses, the weather worsens. The drizzle turns to steady rain, making visibility difficult. The quaffle and the snitch are slippery, and the bludgers are even more unpredictable in the wet conditions. Students on both teams are struggling in this weather, and on a few occasions, Hooch, that's a hard name sometimes, has to step in and save falling players. With another crack of thunder, both teams call for a timeout to regroup. Why does my music keep going in and out? We shall fix that. Okay. First halftime, where students are able to go talk to their house players and get refreshments. The score, after an hour and a half, has Slytherin up 90-40 at the half. So we are now in our first half, where you guys can go get refreshments and meet your players if you like. Or we can just continue. I will leave that up to you.
Shoots up. He actually can forget himself. Turns to Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go?
Okay.
The storm does get worse.
We go running.
So, over the course of the next hour, the break is going to be for an hour. You guys will notice most of your team members are pretty much just sitting around starting to get dry. A couple of them are eating to warm up. A couple of them look, this has been a little harder than they thought, but they're winning, so it's been great. Spirits are quite high. Most of them are like pretty much high-fiving each other, saying, "We got this in the bag. This is simple. Hufflepuff have nothing on us." Yep.
I want to go down and just like give them all encouragement.
The Hufflepuff crew, they're not doing bad. Yosh is pretty much the one who's trying to get them upkeep, and he's pretty much trying to, because he knows his keeper is the one this is his first time doing this. He hasn't had a lot of prep. He's doing okay. He's made quite a few saves, but he's more getting lessons from Teddy. Teddy's there pretty much just saying, try and do this. Don't worry about this. Try to just... The ball's your problem. Don't worry about the players. Keep your eye on the ball. Yeah. So what would you like to do? We'll start with... we'll go back to Slytherins with Alonso and Gideon.
I feel like, and Alonso can tell me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like the two of them would probably be trying to like give them a pointer or something about the other team, like something they noticed during the match. If we can, like, I don't
Give
know,
me a quick insight check.
to like be like, we're helping.
Yes.
We're not allowed to join yet.
Nope.
Insight?
Yep. Of the game itself, you're
Yeah,
inciting
yeah.
what you can find from the Hufflepuff side.
Individual.
Yep. I'm
Individual
using
checks,
my
yeah.
inspiration immediately. Individual checks, or do you want one with advantage?
Up to you.
What's your insight?
+3, I think.
Mine is as well.
It's up to you. I think we could do individual ones if you
We'll
want.
do individual.
Let's try to do like the.
That's fine. Yeah. Oh, terrible! I don't know shit about Quidditch. I got an 8,
Okay.
which is still
There-
better than the nat one I originally rolled.
In the spirit of we're united in this Quidditch thing, Alonso's not gonna go Nina to you because he got like a 21.
Nice.
We're united.
It's pretty much one of those where Gideon starts to speak. Alonso's hand goes over her face and pushes her back to like shut up. I got this.
I think we were talking about it during the game, and then Gideon, when we go down to meet them, is like, so, and Alonso's like,
Yeah.
I said that.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
come out the way that she thinks
No,
it does. It's
not
just
even a little.
using looks from them, so he interprets for them. I
Mhm.
think what she
And
meant to
then,
say.
and then and I'm gonna go say hi to, okay, and then I just go leave and I go wish Dom good luck with the rest of her match, even though I want her to lose.
Okay.
She's still my cousin.
Yeah. Pretty much the Slytherins for you, Alonso. Most of them are saying, Bobby, we don't even have to worry about her. It's Dominique that's the only one. We need to rush her. We need to knock her off her broom. We need to break her broom.
Oh.
Yeah. It's Quidditch. It's an exhibition game, but it's Quidditch, guys. Come on.
Alonso's like, yep. Now you need to maneuver that, and then we need to break the brooms. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, sure. If you can get away with it, sure.
No. Yeah. Accidents do happen. These guys
I
are
get it.
pumped.
He winks. He does a little wink. Accident. Got it.
Yeah.
He's taking notes. It's like, this is acceptable behavior for Quidditch.
Apparently.
I'll make note of these accidents. And call them tactics. You see, he puts like a note. Accident equals tactics in his like notebook for Quidditch.
All right. You guys will notice the rain is getting worse. The storm is getting worse. It's going to be hard. Most of these guys are like tying themselves off to their brooms, getting ready to go back and just not fall off. They're up by a lot. It's pretty much just defend and get through this. They don't know how long it's going to last, but it's pretty much keep going, keep doing what we want. Hufflepuffs. Yosha's having a good talk with everybody. Most of them are more conserving energy. This is just a exhibition.
Yeah.
They don't really. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Let's just have fun. This has been a great day so far. If we lose, we lose. It's just a game. That's the
sounds right.
Hufflepuff. Yep. Yeah.
How do they? Does anybody look?
They don't win.
What do they look like? How does it look like they're feeling?
For the most part, most of them are just having a normal conversation. This is just another fun thing for them to do. They're not worried. They're just more also, it's just those chasers are hurting us. That's the only thing they're going to say is there are issues. The pots we can deal with. The chasers are just, they're running amok. So let's try and tighten that up a little.
At least there aren't
Dominique,
quad pots.
pardon, sorry?
At least there aren't quad pots. In America, there's like exploding balls instead of.
Right. Forgot about that. Yeah. They're just going to look at you and go, that would actually make things a little bit more fun for us. Yeah. I think we could work with that. We do have a few fun tricks up our sleeve. I think we're going to, since it's lightning outside, I think we might be able to get away with it. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, anything else you guys want to do during break other than
Hi,
get dry?
Dom. Good luck. Bye. I still hope you lose. You're doing great. Bye. And then I just go.
Bye, Gideon. Bye, Gideon. Don't
Bye,
listen to her.
Maddie.
You're
Bye,
gonna win.
Maddie. No. I'm just yelling out the door.
On your way back, Dom's gonna say, "Hey Gideon, don't make me sick Ron on you."
Ow. I
Love
didn't
you.
do anything. I came all the way over here to wish you good luck. And I just wander away.
Yep. All right, perfect.
Stupid Uncle Ron.
All right. So after, that's not the one I want. Go on Google Doc. Okay. So Slytherin's up 90-40. So the game resumes with renewed intensity. Slytherin takes control early with Alfonso and the Bludger working together to outplay Hufflepuff's defense. Alfonso attempts a daring shot, but Bobby McGonagall is ready. However, the Bludger is there to capitalize on the rebound. Slytherin scores 100-40. They're up by 60. Hufflepuff doesn't let the setback affect them. Weasley rallies her team, taking the quaffle and flying straight at the Slytherin defense. She passes to Drew, who lobs the quaffle back to her in a brilliant give and go. Weasley scores. Hufflepuff. 100-60. Should be 100-50. Let me change that. I got a little ahead of myself. The Seekers have been circling above the action, both cautious but aware of the importance of the moment. Suddenly, Min Jin Yi spots the snitch and dives. Yoshfu, quick to react, follows in hot pursuit. The crowd holds its breath as the two Seekers race neck and neck. Meanwhile, on the ground, Slytherin chasers press on, determined to wind the gap. Rachel sees an opening and scores again, putting Slytherin the lead 110-50. The Seekers are still chasing the snitch, weaving through the players and dodging bludgers. The snitch takes a sharp turn near the Hufflepuff goalpost, causing both Seekers to swerve dangerously close to Bobby, who barely avoids colliding with them as he defends against another Slytherin attack. Hufflepuff's beaters send a perfectly timed bludger towards Alfonso, disrupting his shot attempt. Weasley seizes the quaffle with a burst of speed. She rockets down the pitch. She throws the quaffle with precision and sails through the center hoop. Hufflepuff scores again.
What?
The match seems to be in Slytherin's hands as darkness starts to set in and the tension is palpable. The rain is now a downpour, making the game even more chaotic. The bludgers are flying wildly. The chasers are struggling to see through the rain, and the quaffle is slipping from their hands. Yosh and Min are still in heated pursuit of the snitch. It dips low near the ground, then soars high into the air, testing the Seeker's agility. The crowd's eyes are glued to the chase. The outcome of the match hanging on who will catch the snitch. Just as it seems the snitch might escape both Seekers again, Yosh makes a daring dive. The crowd gasps as he stretches out his hands, fingers inches away from the snitch. Min, determined not to let the victory slip away, pushes her broom to its limits. Boom! They both collide with each other and both plummet to the ground as the crowd jumps up to see how they both fare. A few minutes later, both players limp back to their brooms, waving off any help from Hooch, and take to the air. They are covered in mud. The next hour is a tight back and forth, and nearing the 8th hour of play, the game is tied 140-140. As Hufflepuff, in a stunning turn of events, go on a scoring streak. As the students and teachers in the stands wonder how long this is going to go on for, Yosh and Min are both seen pointing at the stands and set off towards the Gryffindor stands. They are coming hard and fast, and the crowd in the stands think both are going to crash when suddenly they stop and stare. You all hear Ron's voice clearly and loudly say, wow. I have just been informed that it appears this match is going to be a tie, folks. And that, stunningly, the Gryffindors have apparently found their new Seeker. Boy, oh boy, you are all in for a fun year. You then see, holding the golden snitch, oblivious to everything going around him, Fred, who's grabbed the snitch out of thin air without even thinking or noticing, eating what looks to be a hot dog. The rain-soaked teams land on the pitch, celebrating their hard-fought pregame. Weasley is lifted onto the shoulders of her teammates, while Yosh is hailed the hero of Hufflepuff House. Slytherin, though disappointed with how things ended, storm off without a word to anyone else, as in the background, everyone from Gryffindor House starts chanting Fred. 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 Over and over and over. The crowd slowly disappears, already buzzing about the Ravenclaw versus Gryffindor match on the Hogwarts schedule soon. That's your Quidditch match.
Alonso
I
just
hope you
blinked.
enjoyed
Yeah, it was cool. He just looks at Gideon and rolls his eyes.
Yeah,
Love that
it's like
outcome.
it's the exact same. It's copied. Gideon is like, she's not saying it, but she's looking at Alonso and she's like, "We hate him now, right?"
Oh yeah,
And they just
That's- that's just ridiculous.
that's
It's just like, no.
From the stands behind you, every other Slytherin's just saying, first years aren't allowed to play. No first years.
We know.
Yeah. He should have an accident. Winks at Gideon. Oh, Gideon wasn't there for that. Oh right,
Yeah,
he shows him the
like-
journal. Accident equals tactics.
Okay. No.
Okay.
No. Gideon's so conflicted at this information. I think Gideon just like sighs heavily and just leaves. Just go.
Yeah. Alonso probably just sighs as well and leaves too. Like, it is just, ugh.
On a fun note, of the 6 new Gryffindors, I rolled a d6 to see who got it, and it was Fred. This was not planned.
Yeah, of course it was.
No, I rolled for Fred.
Stupid Fred.
The one
I know.
that annoys the most.
The dice chose Fred. I was hoping Rose, but the dice chose Fred.
I don't even think I would have been mad if it was Rose.
I know,
Stupid Fred.
but it's Fred. So yes, I honestly think that is the perfect time to end for today. Before I get yelled at from most of the rest of my players. So,
Get in the comments.
next
In the
session.
comments, that's
Yeah.
not allowed, right?
First years aren't allowed in Quidditch. We
They
asked.
shouldn't be playing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was fun to type up. That took a long time to type up. Next time,
good.
it's going to be somewhat the same play-by-play with Gryffindor versus Ravenclaw, but you guys are going to be rolling for the players to see if they score or fall off their broom. And so yeah, it'll be fun.
It's not Slytherin, so I hope they all fall off their brooms.
I know.
Have fun. Good luck.
So I might have the Slytherins do the Gryffindor
Yeah.
crew, just because I
but-
can.
Ow.
Yep.
That's okay.
So yeah, that was fun. Thoughts, feelings,
And prayers.
that too.
Look.
Look.
No, it's fine.
Rhaegar?
I'm okay. We love Rhaegar. We hate Fred. It's
Yep.
a very mixed emotions today. All
That's the
right.
summary
Yes.
of the session. Yeah.
Yep.
Also, we're for sure writing that, right?
Oh,
Like
yes.
it's bigger than us, and it can fit like 4 people. We're writing that.
I wanted to get on it right away, but I was like, I
Yeah,
don't think she would.
100%. Over that 6 weeks, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gideon
So,
keeps
yeah.
trying to convince Maddie to let it to make it take us to each class where it's easily walkable.
Who's gonna stop us?
Mhm.
No one.
So yeah. Again, if you guys come up with anything else fun to do during your time, I will send you a response with how that went. We don't need to put it just it'll be what you've done and whatnot. We'll workshop for that from there. But yeah, great session. Alonso, what else do we have going on in Discord this week, or D&D Play 20 wise?
Well, Alonso's still recovering from that.
Sure is.
We
ridiculous.
have Humblewood on Monday
Uh-huh.
at 7 p.m. EST, which Brandon runs, right?
Sure. Yep. I'll be doing that in
And
Discord.
we should have Astoria on Tuesday at 7:30.
Mhm.
Yes,
Peter
I love
runs,
stuff.
but I'm in, and so is Molly if she's coming. I don't know.
And other
And
school?
then next week we have Strix, which Raza runs, which is our other school.
Just the
And
sister
then
school.
I think that's it
next
for
Sunday,
next week.
next Sunday we should have a damned deal, but not this Sunday.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just a
And
couple things this week.
does Raza want to announce anything new coming?
Do I?
Do
I
you?
think so.
Do you?
I think it's time. I think it's time to reveal that.
Share it with the class.
I think it's time to reveal that very soon, after our session 0 that's coming up, we will be doing, not this week, next, I think it's the week after that we do our session 0, for Vecna, Eve of Ruin.
Woo!
And we're going to have a little fun with a high-level campaign. And we're going to see how far they can go in saving the multiverse from being unraveled by the Archlich Vecna.
It starts at 10, right?
Keep you,
Level
Yep.
10.
yeah.
Yeah,
Starts
it's
at
gonna
10.
be interesting.
I will keep you guys updated when that actually starts. We're planning, obviously, to stream it, so keep an eye out for that. And a hand. That's a terrible joke. Over to you, Headmaster. That's all.
Perfect. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all I have. So if anyone is bored on Monday night, join us in Discord for session 2 of Humblewood. It's a new fun
I
one.
might pop in and listen while I'm driving.
Absolutely. Yep.
I won't.
No, I know. You'll be busy. Yeah, I got 5 fun players. Yeah, nothing bad's going to happen in that game at all with those players.
No.
Nope.
No.
I don't
Famous
know
last
that I
words.
believe that.
So yeah, I don't think I have anything else.
Take us away, Pete.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy.
Bye.
We'll see you in
Thank
2
you,
weeks
everyone.
for session 12.